Hello, guys. Hi. So I have the consciousness that is Abraham Hicks here. And they go by many different names. They're going to use their same Abraham Hicks name today. And yeah, they always come with like a super fun, potent energy. And I love that they're coming through right on the heels of yesterday, if you were on the live where we talked all about quantum leaps. And so for a lot of this transmission, I'm just going to be allowing it to come through in more of a trans channeled style. They just want to speak directly to you. And so, yeah, let's do it. And you guys can start even thinking of some of the questions that you have for them. So what they're jumping into is they're just saying, they know everything, right? They are infinite intelligence. So they're saying the job that you want, or the clients that you want in your business, or the vacation you want to go on, like all these different things. They're like, we know where everything is. We know every single person that you need to meet that would bring you closer to the things that you want. They're like, we literally know everything. We are infinite intelligence. And so when we connect this to manifestation, a lot of the times when we're trying to attract things in our life, we are asking the question where, right? We're like, where is it? Where's the partner? Where's the soulmate? Where's the job? And they're just like, we can see everything that you are a vibrational match to, right? We can see the partner that is the perfect vibrational match to you and what you want to experience. But when you're in this energy of asking how and where and when, right? You are in the frequency of lacking the thing. You have to be excited. You have to know that this divine, infinite intelligence can already see everything that is in alignment with you and what you want. Right? So they're bringing up the concept of the vortex. Okay, so that's funny. Someone said, where is my soulmate? And they're talking about the vortex, right? They're like, the vortex is simply your highest energetic timeline. Like we talk a lot about the quantum field and the quantum realm. The vortex was a simple concept that they introduced to help us understand parallel realities and the quantum field. A parallel reality. This is how I'm going to explain a parallel reality to you guys. And if you've been following me for a while, you've heard this so many times. But let's say you're listening to a song on the radio. At a certain point in time, you decide, I no longer want to listen to this song. I want to listen to something else. So you change the tuner, you change the frequency, and then another song plays. But it doesn't mean that the song you were just listening to is not still playing, or that station is not still there. You're just not tuned into it. So with parallel realities, they're saying like there are infinite songs playing. Which one do you want to hear? And from their vantage point, they hold the awareness of all of them simultaneously. Whereas you and I, we are experiencing this one reality, right? And so you're in this one linear reality timeline where you think, oh, this is just all there is, but it's just simply energetically, vibrationally, you're tapped into this frequency. So this is the song you're hearing or the movie you're watching, right? It's based on your energy. But the alternate song or movie you want to listen to and watch, it's playing. You just have to change your frequency. So they're just like, talk to us about what you want. We know where it is. We can see it. We have it. We have all the ideas. And this is funny because they're saying for a lot of you right now, especially if you own a spiritual especially if you own a spiritual business, what a lot of you are doing is, I don't have any ideas. I don't know where to start. And they're just laughing at that because they're saying, how is it possible that you are an extension of infinite intelligence? Like this infinite intelligence, guys, it is pure genius. It is pure magic. It is pure creativity. This is why when you raise your frequency and you raise your vibration, you start downloading, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I'm downloading so many ideas. I'm downloading so many just creativity, and it's because you're in vibrational resonance with where their infinite intelligence is vibrating. It's not that you don't have ideas. It's not that you aren't a freaking genius creator, right? It's that you are letting your mind, your ego mind chatter get in the way and blocking that flow of just like all this intelligence. This is why when people have psychedelic experiences and they break through into a higher vibration, and then it's just like, oh my gosh, I feel like the entire universe is talking to me. I feel like I'm channeling God. I feel like I'm channeling the multiverse. And it's because that infinite intelligence is there and it's always communicating to you, and it knows exactly what you need to hear. It knows exactly what you need to do next. It knows exactly the content you need to be posting that will make your business blow up. It knows exactly the content you need and information you should be sharing that will call in your soulmate clients and your soulmate community. Literally so many ideas. But if you're sitting there and you're comparing yourself to other people, okay, this is really good where they want to go with comparison. And this is, oh my gosh, this is so juicy. I love this. They're saying when you compare yourself to other people and you start feeling like you aren't good enough, you aren't focused on your vortex. You can always bring your attention back to your vortex. What's in my vortex? Yes, that person is incredible and amazing and they're doing exactly what I want to be doing. But what's in my vortex? In my vortex is every single thing I could possibly desire, fathom, and imagine. My highest possible timeline, outcome, unfolding, and experience. The parallel reality that holds everything that is a vibrational match to my highest joy, my highest love, and my highest expansion. That is literally your vortex. When you're focusing on other people, you're not focusing on your vortex. So they're inviting us all to get excited about our vortex. And they want me to do something right now. They want me to speak from the frequency of your vortex, and we all have different vortexes, but vibrationally, they're all the same. Meaning whatever is important to you, whatever would just like blow your mind and rock your world, whatever would just light you up, right? It's the vibrational feeling that we're all going for. So this is going to be more general, but this is going to pull you into your vortex. Whew. So we just want to soothe you into vibrational alignment so you can start moving and grooving with the frequency that is really you, the frequency of everything that you could possibly fathom. We have all the ideas. We know everybody you need to meet. We can see all the places you need to go. You just need to be aligned with this frequency so that you can receive the divine inspiration that we are flowing to you all the time. And so this is what we wish to share with you. This is what your vortex feels like. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is happening exactly as it should. I'm so happy and thankful and grateful for this experience in my life. I love knowing that Source is backing me up 100%. I love knowing that I don't have to figure anything out because everything has already been figured out by Source and through Source. I love knowing that my only job is to relax and have fun and receive and believe in the magic that is me. I love knowing that Source is orchestrating my highest outcome, that Source is working with me around my resistance to soothe me into alignment, to be able to receive and accept all that has already been divinely created for me and co-created with me. I love knowing that Source is my divine co-creative partner who is always looking to find ways to bring me what I want and conspiring in my highest favor. I love knowing that I don't need to think about the problem anymore because Source already has the solution. I love knowing that anything that I need and desire in this moment can be provided to me. I love knowing how amazing and special and beautiful and magnificent I am. I love knowing that I am a being of infinite intelligence and creativity. I love knowing that I'm simply here on this earth to be an example of thriving and expansion and joy and freedom and abundance. I love knowing that my only job is to be happy, is to know that everything is already orchestrated on my behalf. And this is just how you want to be talking to yourself to move energy in your life. The momentum that you've been creating in your life probably sounds totally different from that, everything we just shared and went through. But the more you start telling this new story and speaking from this frequency of how you want to feel, right? What so many people do with manifestation is they're in their head, right? It's so mental. It's like, okay, I'm trying to understand, like, how does frequency work? How does vibration work? And it's about the feeling. You have to embody the feeling of well-being, right? Well-being has to be the predominantly activated vibration that you are holding on to. When you are just energetically soothed and you're in this space of just knowing that everything is working out. Everything is working out. You are a vibrational match to all of the things that you want. And let me see if you guys have any questions or comments. My only job is to be happy. I am an example of thriving. Yes, yes, yes. I am an example of thriving. I am an example of well-being. I am an example of prosperity. I am an example of pleasure and play and joy and freedom. And the universe loves me unconditionally. It just will catapult you into the frequency that you need to be in to realize these things. And what they're saying right now is they're talking about time, right? And as I explained yesterday, with all of these parallel realities that exist simultaneously, guys, there's no time in between them. They exist simultaneously, meaning the moment I change my frequency and I attune my energy, guess what? I just quantum leaped and jumped into a parallel timeline, into a parallel reality where things are different, where things look different, where people are acting different. Why are things working out? Things are working out in this reality because I just attuned my frequency to the reality where things just work out for me. No time. That's what a quantum leap actually is. You are no longer creating the time gap. You are no longer creating the delay. But guess what? The delay in your physical experience happens because energetically you are delaying yourself from the feelings you would hold if you already had what you wanted. And this is how you can literally reverse engineer anything that you want. If you want something, really truly think about, how would it feel if I had that thing? This is where I see a lot of people getting stuck because they're not willing to play. They're not, everything I just showed you guys with the vortex channeling thing, people aren't willing to do that. You have to be willing to just stop everything. Stop everything. Put everything on pause, everything on hold. Stop the mind from just this constant, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have all these things. I lack this thing, I'm missing this thing. You have to just stop and you have to go, if I had what I wanted, what would the story sound like? And then you have to have fun telling that story, and energetically it moves the energy. It literally, it's like they're showing me a train that, like, it takes a lot to get the engine going, but when the train takes off, it's very hard to stop. That is the type of energy you want to create in your life, the momentum. What happens is when you establish that type of momentum, you are manifesting things on autopilot, right? The train is not slowing down. Even if you have a bad day or a bad moment or whatever, you have created such a momentum that it overrides any of the negative thoughts and beliefs that you temporarily have. And they're just saying this is what every single person who is experiencing success has created. They've created the environmental or the vibrational environment for success to be what is predominantly activated in them. So I want to do something with you guys, and I want you to ask yourself, and it might be different now from watching this sort of activation, having this activation conversation, but start asking yourself frequently, what is activated in my vibration? What is my point of attraction? Meaning, if I'm sitting in this energy and I'm talking about something that I don't like, guess what? I just activated in my vibration all of those things that I don't like. And the entire universe is going to respond to that. And all of the co-creator people in my game, they're going to respond to that because that's what I activated. Not because life is working against me. I activated it. So every day, ask yourself, what am I activating? What is my point of attraction? When I talk about the story going in the way that I want it to go, that's my point of attraction. So I can only manifest from that point of attraction. If I'm in a relationship and I'm talking about how I'm not interested in this this person is not fulfilling me anymore, they're making me feel this way and it feels bad and all the things that can come with that experience sometimes, then what do you think your point of attraction is? Your point of attraction is I'm unhappy in my relationship and things aren't working out. And so you're activating that in your partner and they will continue to show those things because that's what you activated in them. If you are experiencing a job right now that you don't like and you want to move on, you want to manifest something different, you want to create a new experience, the more you sit in that job, and you're like, I can't stand my boss, I can't stand these people, this environment, I hate this work, I'm not good enough, I should be doing something else. What is your point of attraction? What have you activated? You've activated in your vibration a job that you don't like. So even if you move on, some of those things will still show up in that new job. So what they're talking about is like, this is why people go on this continual moving through relationship to relationship or job to job, where it's like they left the situation, but it seems like the same things are reappearing. It's because it's activated in your vibration. So the question is, how do we activate a new vibration? And you actually don't activate a new vibration by trying to like think about it to death, which is what most people do. They go, okay, well, I'm having these thoughts, I'm having these feelings. Let me try to like talk myself out of it. No, you leave it, you set it where it is. You deactivate that vibration by pivoting and turning to the new story. Exactly. Yes, Gigi. You left the situation, but you carried the energy because it was a part of your energetic signature. So you could go anywhere, but guess what? You are taking yourself with you. So it's not that necessarily the environment needs to change or the people around you needs to change. You need to change. You need to shift. You need to activate a new vibration and everything around you will shift. So you activate this new vibration by choosing to pivot. And the way I like to do this is I ask myself, okay, Erin, well, what do you prefer? And I want to make this clear as well. It's totally okay to process emotions, right? I'm not talking about spiritual bypassing where you're upset about something and you're angry and you're like, okay, no, just be happy, and you don't process those emotions. You can totally go on a rant. You can totally just express like in the moment, like how these circumstances are making you feel. But ultimately, come back to the core, come back to the center. What is the question? It is, what do I prefer? Because they're talking about contrast, right? If you guys are huge Abraham Hicks fans like me, they talk all about contrast. So they're explaining to us contrast is the driving force of this creative process. When you examine contrast and you look at the contrast and you go, thank you for helping me to clarify and gain clarity on what it is that I do prefer, that is the basis for all manifestation, right? We have to know what we don't want to know what we do want, because in this platform where we are experiencing ourselves as a separate self, right? We're not experiencing ourselves at source. We're having this separate experience identity. The contrast helps us to get clear on the next thing we want to create. They're saying when you experience things that you don't want, that is the only thing that's happening. You're gaining clarity on what you do want. It's aligning you with what you would actually prefer. So if you're in a scenario right now and you're like, well, this isn't fun, just ask yourself, well, 1, what do I prefer? 2, what would be the best case scenario? So many people, they get stuck in this loop where they don't even realize they're only talking about what they don't like. I don't like my relationship. Okay, well, what do you prefer? Wow, I would really prefer a partner where we are adventurous together and it's fun and we laugh and it's lighthearted and it's playful and it's joyous. And then understanding that that version of your relationship or relationship with somebody totally different is in your vortex. And because you know it's in the vortex, you're not upset that you're not seeing it happen right now. You're just like, okay, let me activate the vibration of what's in the vortex. The vortex version of this relationship feels like this. So something else you could ask yourself is, what is the vortex version of this experience? What is the vortex version of my life? And the vortex version is going to be the polarity of what the contrast was. And I'll give you guys a very real world example of this. So at a point in time, I was working at Morgan Stanley, so a investment bank, and it was just a tense environment. I started to just not like my business partners. I started to it just wasn't an energetic match, right? It wasn't there for me. The environment was just no longer, what they're saying is I vibrationally expanded beyond that environment. Once I learned everything that I needed to learn, once I had the experiences that I needed to have, I expanded vibrationally outside of that environment. So energetically, I started to feel the misalignment. What I could have did was just sit in that unhappiness, but I didn't. I decided to do this energetic work and go, okay, well, what's in the vortex then? I know these things are no longer a match. So what is it that I'm looking for? Oh, I'm looking for people that working in an environment with people that feel like this. Having a business team that feels like this. Working on projects and ideas that feels like this, right? It's the pivoting. It's you being willing to identify what you prefer. And then, lo and behold, a series of events unfolded that I won't get into right now. And I ended up being recruited by JP Morgan, another investment bank. I get to JP Morgan. These are some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. Low tension environment. They wanted to just literally just give me so much money. I'm talking about I quadrupled my income. They just were just like bonuses, everything you could possibly imagine. And it was so easy. It was so fun. It felt like it was too good to be true because it was so easy. That was the vortex version, right, of all of the contrast that I had experienced in the previous environment. And that previous environment, I had to experience that contrast to then become a vibrational match to this new thing that was in the vortex that I had no idea about. So explaining this because there are things that you have no conscious awareness of right now. That is the solution. That is the vibrational, everything of what you want. But because you're focused on where you are, you're not experiencing the movement. The solution is literally there. I'm talking about this was an opportunity that I didn't even know about. I didn't even know this opportunity existed. I wouldn't have even known how to look for this opportunity. It literally fell out of the quantum field. That's like the best way I can explain it. So for everything that you want right now, there is a solution. There is this perfect relationship. There is this perfect job that has the type of boss that you would love, that it doesn't even feel like work, and the coworkers and the colleagues and the people. There is this vortex version of your business where the soulmate clients are coming in and they don't even care about the price. They're just paying for it because they're so happy to be in your frequency and your energy and to just learn from you and receive from you. There is this vortex version of your social media and your content where everything that you're sharing is just a hit for your community and it's attracting the right people and it's expanding and it's growing. It's all there. So I want you guys to just sit in the frequency of how you feel right now. How you should be feeling, they're saying, is you feel abundant. You feel the presence of the possibility, and you feel the presence that everything is there. You're no longer sitting in the lack of where is it? I need the solution. I need the client. I need the new job. I need the more money. Energetically, now you are holding it. It is activated. So what we just did was we activated this in your vibration. So when you walk away from this conversation today, you want to maintain this frequency of the abundance that we just activated. This is your predominant new point of attraction, which is awesome. So what I want to do is, if anybody wants to come on, ask a question, or just share what you've experienced, let's do it. Tanea, hi. Tanea is my best friend since like high school. I love her so much. Yeah, so who do we have here? We have, hello. You are
Can you
breaking
hear
up
me?
a bit, hun. You're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Oh my gosh, it's you again.
Yeah, it's me. I'm so happy to talk to Abraham.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you want to know? They're just saying, what do you want to know? We know everything.
I want to know everything.
What do you want to know? They want you to be specific.
What do you have for me? Maybe my next step on my soul path?
So they want you to be specific because they want to help you energetically move the energy on the thing. So they're saying there's something that you want right now, and they just want you to be honest about what that is, and they're going to help you close this vibrational gap.
Okay, I want a house.
You want what?
A house.
You want a house. Ooh, oh my gosh, they're excited for this. Okay, so what they're saying is you want to really think about how would it feel if you were in this house, right? What your mind is doing that I'm picking up on is automatically, I felt you go, well, what about the price? And what about this? And what about the money? And they're saying, let's set that aside, right? Let's not think about the money. Let's not think about the how. We need to energetically capture the feeling, right? So I'm going to speak from your vortex. I'm going to show you what I see. I see you
Okay.
in this amazing house, and you are at peace, and you feel a sense of pride and joy. It's yours, right? This house is yours. It represents so much to you. It means so much to you. And you are just enjoying like a morning coffee, and the sun just came up, and you're sitting in this house, and you're just going, wow, this is my space. This is my home. This is my house. Can you see how we pulled you into a moment of you in that house? You don't even know what this house looks
Really?
like. You don't know where this house is located. And they're saying, by the way, we see that we already know the house. We know the perfect house for you, right? Because this is infinite intelligence that we're talking to. They're already in that parallel reality where you're living in the house. So they
Yeah.
want you to start speaking to yourself, right? Actively talking about what it would feel like to be in this house. I love the decor. I love the space. I love the feeling of it. I love my neighbors. I love the extra lawn space that I have in the back. You see how you're speaking as the,
I already have it.
sorry. You're speaking as the parallel version of you that's already living in the house. And then guess what happens? You start to manifest things. They're bringing up like you come across magically the perfect realtor, right? The realtor who is in charge of this specific zip code where they show houses or whatever in this particular area of town. Like once you tell them what you're looking for and they know exactly where to go, right? This is a collaborative component is what they're talking about. You pull in the people and the resources and the things that you need to realize this dream. It's the same thing, guys, when you want to buy a new car. You're like, okay, like I just feel like I want this new car. And then you're drawn to the right dealership where they're going to work out the right financial payment or the right whatever you need. And they have the right color and it's the right time and everything is just perfect. This is what the vortex is. It just can be magical. So that's what they wanted to share with you about your vortex.
So thank you so much. This is amazing. I already feel that I have a
Now, I have
warmth.
a question for you. Don't you feel like it's a done deal. Like you feel like you already have this house.
Yeah. Now I feel it exactly. It's the
Like why was I so like anxious about not getting this house? The house is already there. I just have to energetically.
I just wanted so much. It's just the desire.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much. Your
Thank you so much. You're amazing.
mini expand. Thank you. Much love to you.
Thank you so
Thank
much. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye bye. You guys feel this frequency? It's like just think about the thing that you really want, and it's like, holy shit, it's there. Like I've been manifest some of the celebrity clients I want to pull in, like the ones that I'm like, okay, I've had some, but like these are like my top people. And what they tell me, they're like, well, we know where they are right now. We know who we need to introduce you to for that introduction to happen and then for that to happen. And it just puts you in this space of like, Source is literally, guys, your agent in the sky. Source is your agent in the sky. Source is how I like to see Source now. It's like Source is my manager. Source is my manager. You want to get to me, you got to go through Source, right? If I want to get to somebody else, Source knows exactly how to align me with that person or with the people and the things that I need to make my dream a reality. It's literally all Source is literally going, oh, goodness, like, how can I make their dream come true? 24/7. That's literally Source's job, is to think about how to make your dream come true. If you believe that you're in this experience alone and you got to struggle and figure it out and then cross your fingers and hope that you're worthy enough for something to fall down from the heavens, that's not co-creation. Co-creation is Source is literally figuring out the best way to bring me the thing that would just like blow my mind. Because together, when I receive that thing and I experience that thing in the physical, the entire universe is expanding. Source is having that experience with me, right? Source is in that joyful creation with me. That's why Source wants to bring me the thing that would absolutely blow my mind. I hope you guys are shifting. I hope you're with me, because this is magic. This is what we call high magic. This is quantum high magic. This is you knowing that God is you and you are God, and God wants you to have every single thing you could possibly imagine, because God also wants the same thing. We're dreaming the same dream. So, okay, let me bring on the next person. Let's bring on Jocelyn, if you are still here. Right here with you. I can feel it. Yes, yes, yes. 5D fam, tap in.
Hey,
Hello, hun. How are you?
good. How are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you for joining. And what do you want to know? They're saying they know everything.
Okay, so recently I've gotten like two great opportunities that um I felt like they were too good to be true. And like one of them just came completely like out the blue. And I just want to know, was it real or not? Because I'm not sure. It's still like in the confirming stages, I guess. And I'm just like, okay, am I moving? I feel like I'm moving in the right direction. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, just really trying to break down those subliminal, um, I feel like karmic cycles that I've been in of lack. And so now I'm just like, I feel
So,
the momentum, but I'm trying to stay in it. And I'm trying to see if like these opportunities are real, or specifically one.
okay. So what they have to say about this is, let's say that this specific opportunity is not real, like whatever you mean by that, or
Mhm.
if you think it's one thing and it turns out not to be what you thought it was. What
Yes.
they're saying is, would it really matter? No, because that's your grid filling in, right? It's showing you that you are one step closer. It's showing you, it's like, oh, I really want this. Is it possible? Is it possible? And then you manifest something and the universe shows you, yeah, it's possible. You see this, how this just dropped into your lap. And let's say if it doesn't necessarily hold everything that you wanted to hold or come with what you wanted to come with, it's still giving you the permission slip to know that it's possible, right? This is what they call the grid filling in. It's where you start getting proof in your reality that you're one step closer to this thing. Now, that's one perspective that they're giving you, but the other perspective that they're coming with is they're saying, now, we've placed this thing on your path. Why are you questioning it? Why are you feeling unworthy to just receive it?
Yeah. Mm. Okay.
Because they're saying, we want you to have everything you could possibly imagine, which is why we dropped this into your lap. So why are you questioning it? I can't get that word. They just like sit. Really what they're saying is sit in the worthy that is you. Let's all do that together. Let's just sit in our worthiness. And they're sending us all some high frequency attunement right now, because they're saying you've built a wall. Many of you have built walls around your heart, so you don't trust things even when they are working in your highest favor. You allow your mind to find a reason as to why this is not the thing, or it can't work out.
Yeah.
But we just want to sit in this worthiness. And I want you to repeat after me.
Okay.
I deserve this.
I deserve this.
The universe brought this just for me.
The universe brought this just for me.
And I'm just getting started. There's so much more to come.
And I'm just getting started, and there's so much more to come.
Thank you, universe and guides,
Thank you, universe and guides,
for this opportunity to know in my heart what is possible for me.
to know in my heart what is possible for me.
How does that feel?
Reassuring.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just trust. Trust that you are worthy of beautiful, divine things. And if this doesn't necessarily go how you want it to go or what you thought it was, it's just getting you one step closer. It's helping you to close the vibrational gap and truly trust and know that what you want is available. That's really the point they're making. It's available. You don't have to question if it's there, right? It's in the vortex. It's there. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So amazing. And Jazz. I am bringing on Jazz. Hey, hun. Hi.
Hey, I was like fully meditating and
Start.
pulling in that then.
Sorry. What is up, girl?
Hi, thank you for connecting with me. I'm just gonna sit this way because it looks more beautiful. There's lots of Mexico going on here.
It looks so beautiful.
I am really trying to pull in some remote work
Okay.
while I am in Mexico because I'm studying some subconscious reprogramming modality at the moment, which is really aligned, really beautiful. But I am like stuck in Mexico. I'm trying to fly home, and the universe is literally saying, you're not going anywhere. And
Yeah.
all the flights are getting randomly cancelled and like randomly rejected last minute. So I'm like, okay, I hear that I'm meant to be in Mexico. How do I survive here?
Hey,
Because I'm not home. So I'm
so
really trying to pull in some remote work, yeah, that's aligned.
so what happened was, even when you first kind of like moved the camera, and then we got this gorgeous like uh the nature, and we can even hear, oh my goodness, we can hear this beautiful bird, and I even feel the spirit of this bird coming into this with this transmission. And what they're talking about is, look around you. You have like visually been surrounded by beauty and abundance, right? It's activating a new frequency within you. And that's why you're being called to stay there longer, because you need to allow this environment to activate the frequency of abundance beyond what's in the bank account. It's like you're still looking at, but like, this is beautiful, but, right? This is great, but I love this place, but all these
Yeah.
other things aren't working out. And they're saying if you would just take the time to sit in the abundance that is permeating your reality and allow yourself to truly feel into, I manifested this. I manifested the beauty that is
Mm.
surrounding. I am shifting. I am manifesting. I am moving. That will make you a
Mm.
vibrational match to the opportunities that would then bring the money. Because you see this natural beauty and abundance that you're surrounded with is the frequency of money, is the frequency of the job that you want to call in. But as long as you're kind of like distracted by like the things you think you don't have and you can't just see what's already around you,
Mm.
they just have this emphasis for you specifically on using your environment right now
Mm.
to tap into the frequency of abundance, and that's going to make you the vibrational match to everything that's just going to feel like when you're just sitting on this beautiful balcony like you are and
Mm-hmm.
taking in this gorgeous serene environment. does
Mm-hmm.
that does that make sense?
Yeah, I hear you. It's been a bit of a journey to get into a safe space
Huh?
to settle when I, to figure out what's going on. But now that I can, when you were saying, I am manifesting,
Yeah.
this space came to me. Yeah, I am manifesting. I am doing that. Like
So
I need
that
to stay on that frequency.
Yes, that's the new point of attraction we need to activate in your vibration. So I want you to repeat after me. I
Mhm.
am a powerful manifester.
I am a powerful manifester.
I manifested Mexico.
I manifested Mexico.
I am a freaking powerful manifester.
I am a freaking powerful
I
manifester.
create anything.
I create anything.
The entire universe helped me get here
The entire universe helped me get here,
and is helping me stay here.
and it's helping me stay here. I
Yes.
feel that deeply.
And there's one more thing I want you to do. I want you to just think about your experience in Mexico thus far. And I want you to speak to the positive, beautiful things that
Mm.
you have realized, seen, or just experienced. And it's going to further activate this new point of attraction. So, an example would be like, I love the people, or I love, just they want you to get into this rhythm of saying things that you love about
Mm.
Mexico.
Yeah. Okay. Happily do that. It's brought me a lot of abundance, and it's connected me with people that have just like unlocked me and
Mhm.
allowed me to see myself, and like the lessons that I've learned here, I'm just like, whoa. I needed that to really change my life. So I'm definitely gonna do that and roll into that space. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. You are so welcome. So they're recommending to do that every day. It could be in the morning, it could be in the
Hmm.
evening. Get into this rampage of like all the things that you love. And it doesn't even have to necessarily only be about Mexico, but I love this. I love that. I love when that happened. Oh my gosh. And I loved when that happened. And I love that synchronicity. And I love that synchronicity. And you see how I'm energetically building the momentum of things that I love.
Yeah.
So when I build up the momentum of things that I love, guess what happens? That becomes my dominant point of attraction. And then I call in more things that I love, like the remote work that I would just
Hmm.
love. So, yes.
Thank you so much.
You're so
Appreciate
welcome.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So they want to end this on the frequency of love, right? Because love is the reason that any of us are doing this. And they're saying, you are here. We're all here. We all manifested ourselves into these bodies and being here because we wanted to create experiences that we love. Love is the reason, love is the point. So when you tap into the frequency of love, you just attract more things that you love. So every day, what are the things that I love? I love this. I love this person in my life. I loved when I had that experience. I love this, my cat, my dog. I love my partner. I love my friends. I love being here. I love that I even get the opportunity to manifest. I love the clients that I'm already working with in my business. I love the community that I've already created online. I love that I attracted this job that I'm in right now that's giving me more information, more skills. I've learned so much. You see how I'm not focusing on the lack of anything. I'm just focusing on what I love within everything that's already present. And that's going to harmonize me with expansion and more things that I would love. So that's how it works, guys. That is how I manipulate energy. That is how I change energy. That is how I create momentum. I talk about the things that are working. I talk about the things that I love. And I talk as if I'm already the person who has the thing that I want. Things are going well for me. Everything is working out. New clients are coming in every day. Things are expanding. I can barely keep up. Oh my gosh, Source knows exactly what I need and keeps aligning me with all these things that I didn't even know what's possible. Now that might feel like a stretch if you feel like, well, Erin, that like my life doesn't feel like that. Well, it doesn't matter. You have to be willing enough to want to be in the frequency that would allow that to make that your life. Every single day, I would be doing these rampages. When things go wrong, I would be doing these rampages. That's it. We're complete. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Love you guys infinitely.